This is a continuation of part 1 of the Australia series, where I flew from Brisbane to Melbourne. When I arrived in Melbourne, I took a tour of the historical Melbourne Cricket Ground. This 167-year-old facility is huge at 100,024 seats. The tour was very interesting, and I'd highly recommend it if you visit Melbourne. After walking around the Olympic Park, the site of the 1956 Summer Olympics, I visited the Royal Exhibition Building, and I took a tour of this UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was very interesting to find out the history of this historical building. Then I walked around the city and I visited the Queen Victoria Market. That evening, I attended an Australian Football League game between the Hawthorn Hawks and the St Kilda Football Club that was held at the Etihad Stadium, which has now been renamed the Marvel Stadium. I didn't know much about Australian Football League or footy before I went to the game, but by the end, I understood and got the gist of the game. The Hawthorn Hawks beat the St Kilda Football Club 102-56, which is a 46-point margin. The next day, I toured some more around Melbourne, and in the evening, I walked around the city. Then I took an overnight bus from Melbourne bound for Canberra. When I arrived in the early morning, it was freezing at -2 degrees, with lots of fog, so I took refuge in McDonald's for a few hours. Then I set out on foot, bound for the Australian Parliament building. I ran into a bird that kept diving at me. I finally reached the Australian Parliament building, but unfortunately I could not enter. So I walked around the outside and took in the views of the surrounding countryside. As it started to get dark, I found a nature park, which I walked around in search of kangaroos, and I was lucky enough to find some. After a quick stopover in Canberra, I took another overnight bus bound for Sydney, and then a local bus to the Blue Mountains, where I did some fantastic hiking and I saw the Three Sisters Rock Formation. That evening, after returning from the Blue Mountains, I visited the Sydney Olympic Park, site of the 2000 Summer Olympic Games. The next day, unfortunately, it was time to leave Australia. Or I took a bus, number 422, from downtown to the airport. Unfortunately, there was 3 422 routes, and I got on the wrong one. The bus driver was nice enough to drop me off at the bus depot where I walked to the airport. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment in the comment section below, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you're notified when I post future videos. Thanks, guys. See you next time.